Hello, Michael. This is Crow. Um, I've seen you on Discord. You've been asking for help in a 1v1 game. You said you won it, as we can see from the timeline. But you said you were lucky. I still don't like watching wins because I think you're not pressured enough, and when you're under pressure, your mistakes are more natural and they're very easy to identify and help you with. But I guess you were losing at some point. No, not really. Actually, yeah, I think. So I guess that we'll see what happens there. So, anyways, I'm a very young Rocket League player that's been playing Rocket League since the beginning, 2,000 hours and counting. That's just in game. I've watched a lot of Rocket League tournaments, uh, streams, tutorials, a lot of everything, and I also have a lot of tournament experience and quite high ranks, I guess. Super champion is to some people low rank, but to me it's my rank and it's low rank. Anyways, first let's start with your camera settings. They're quite far away from your car, so I'm hoping you don't have stiffness too low. If this is good with you, then great. Since you are kind of low ranked, I would suggest having low stiffness, camera stiffness, not penis, low camera stiffness, just so you can get a better feel of your car's movements. Anyways, um, kickoff. And this is my favorite kickoff, the scrub killer. I want to see how you do it because kickoffs are very important in Rocket League, and you said you were lucky, but if that means you won by making good 50-50s and kickoffs, then by all means you weren't lucky. You just used only ones the way they're meant to be used. So let's go. You're not supersonic, and you won the kickoff. This is this is a clue that your opponent sucks at kickoffs as well. So let's watch it from his perspective. He also doesn't go supersonic, and he dodges. He dodges. Just he is playing dodgeball. He doesn't want to hit the ball. He's moving away from the ball. This is why you won the kickoff, and you should not have. You should always be going supersonic when hitting the kickoff. And just to give you a very quick scrub killer technique explanation, I guess. Um, you want to move so that you dodge somewhere around here. You want to dodge into here so that your car lands around here, so you can so that behind you is your goal, meaning that the ball won't go there, because your car is here, and you will dodge into the ball while going supersonic, and you'll dodge it towards his goal. And usually on this level, they're gonna approach the ball from this angle, meaning if you're coming from this angle, the ball will go to there, and usually it can bounce off this part of the wall and just get into the goal by itself, and that can piss off your opponents. So it's about a mind game and just a good 50-50 and a good kickoff. Ah, this coffee, man, that's very good. Anyways, you win the 50-50. You have ball possession, and you fuck up the ball control. He does a very shit 50-50. He was definitely. Oh dear. Oh dear. Um, you said it was a mind game, first goal, but I think this was a whiff because. Okay, even if it was a mind game, I'll believe you. You shouldn't be doing mind games like this. You have. Okay, so look where you are. Look where you're at. If you lose all your speed you made just by using your boost and backflip, and he doesn't miss the ball like a stupid fuck, then he can just hit the ball off of anywhere and score the open goal. So from this angle, you usually don't want to be doing mind games. You want to be doing mind games where there's more space, more variables, so that it confuses your opponent more. This was don't take it the wrong way. This was kind of shit. The ball was bouncing very nicely, and it's very close to the goal. Just hitting it with a power shot or a high shot could have just given you a goal. You still got to go, which is, good job. You should you should be creative like you are. I'm not saying don't be, but at least if you're going to try things like this, make sure you have a second backup plan. Very interesting goal by all means. However, okay, let's see your other kickoff, but I pretty much seen it all, so you're not gonna get any speed. He's not gonna get any speed. You're probably gonna win it because he doesn't know where to dodge. Yep, yep. He doesn't know how to control the fucking ball. You steal his boost. Very nice. He still does not know how to do 50. He's going for it again, even though he has no boost. Okay. In this situation, what you did wrong, and actually terribly wrong, is you misunderstood the situation. The situation here is not, oh, my opponent is dribbling, my opponent is attacking. No, the situation is your opponent is like a flopping fish out on the dry. He has no boost, you have full boost, you even stole his boost. The thing you need to be doing here is getting the boost advantage. So winning 50-50s is very easy when you have boost, because you can get more speed and you're more maneuverable. So you did not have any speed. You just dodged into the ball from a stationary position. I just want to slap you right now. Even he had more speed than you, and he doesn't have any boost. This is terrible. I would not recommend going on that side of the go. There's nothing stopping you from just letting this ball bounce off the wall, going around the ball over the wall, and just meeting it from this side of. If you can stop doing this, camera, that'd be great. So going around the wall and just meeting the ball here and then driving towards there, so that you don't give this guy any chance of attacking you. And even if he does want to attack you, if you're driving with the ball from here, if he attacks you here, that means he's stupid, because attacking someone in their corner is extremely inefficient and very, very risky. And you pass him the ball, he does not react. You go for the boost instead of worrying where the ball will go. Not bad, since he was going for boost. I'll have to teach you how to bounce dribble. Somehow you get the goal here. No idea what the fuck that was. So first off, you should just let the ball bounce lower before going for it. He cannot do anything. He's very far away from you. Okay, so let's I guess go step by step. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay, so he's very far away from you. The ball is bouncing high, so you don't want to attack it. You don't have to. He is turned towards you, so if you just took the boost and left the distance from your boost pad, so from here to where the ball is, he would not be able to move in closer like he is right now. Let's just forget the fact that you actually score from this position, but never mind. If you're here and you even boost just a little bit, he will shit himself and he will go away. So keeping a distance from the ball, being closer than your opponent, of course, but keeping the distance from your ball so that if bouncing high, you're a danger of a long shot. And as long as you're a danger of a long shot, they will not dare to come too close to you. And what you do is kind of panic and then jump. Even if you do panic, and even if he is going towards you, you're not going to get him by losing your car control and ball control. What you want to be doing on a dribble, if you cannot control the ball while on the ground where you have a lot more car and ball control, then you should reconsider your approach. Because jumping like this, if that guy was me, I just turn around and score the goal. It's terrible. And you still get the goal because he does not understand that you just wasted all your position and advantage, and that he can generate more speed than you, and he can win this 50-50. He's very bad at 50-50s. I can tell you right now, this is how he loses the game. He's worse than you at 50-50s. And then you dribble him because, well, your opponent is kind of spastic. You score the goal, which is good. Good job again. Whoops. Okay, I see what's happening. So he does not go for the ball. Okay, the thing is, you can see from his nameplate how far away from is he from the ball, and I suggest you watch for this because often enough, especially in lower levels, this tends to happen where um, where the opponent just goes for a slow, well, delayed fifth kickoff. Actually, they're going for the slow one. If you want to try that tactic, you should go for a delayed kickoff, which just basically means you wait a little bit after the timer runs out and then start to do your normal kickoff. Uh, well, not normal, I guess adjusted to the situation. I can go into detail about that later, but right now, how to deal with this. First off, your kickoffs from this position, they suck. I know these kickoffs suck, but you can use this situation, especially on this level, when your opponents are gonna do basically what you do and then just drive straight forward to the ball. You never want to do that. First, you want to dodge, which you don't. I think you do in this kickoff. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. What you want to be doing is you want to dodge and kind of. Okay, so you want to move a bit to the left so that you pick up this boost. You want to go a bit to the left, dodge, turn your car there, dodge into it, and then attack from this part of the ball by dodging into that direction. What this does, and also you can do this on the little bit on the side kickoff like this. What this does is you give the ball direction, so even if he does a delayed kickoff, he will be nowhere near the ball. He will be going very slowly towards the center of the field, while you will be going to the side with a lot of speed, a lot of momentum, and of course the ball control. You actually go into supersonic, which is congratulations. This should be your standard from now on. He has no boost, by the way. Again, he has no boost. You should really attack him. If you're thinking about attacking him but not sure how to approach, be rational about it. Think of the best thing, like not the best thing, the most plausible thing he can do from this position. In my opinion, it's the only thing that is obvious, and he can hit it towards his own corner. So, and at this point, wait, somewhere at this point, the best thing he can do is hit the ball, smash it on the wall. He doesn't do it. He goes up the wall, and at this point, you should be rational about it. And you should think, okay, the ball's now behind him. I have time. I see him. He doesn't see me. By the time he turns, he won't see me. I will see him. I can approach the ball like this and this. And whatever your plan is, whatever your rational plan is, execute it. Don't be afraid to go for it, because right here you kind of start to go for it, but then push you out. I guess you could just boost to make him panic. That's not bad on itself, but he hit the ball to the corner and you're attacking him in the corner, which I recommend you never do, especially on this level, especially when you're winning. Never challenge the ball when in their corner. You should also attack him right here. The ball is not bound. You did, so never mind. When the ball is bouncing high like this and you're waiting for it to fall, you should check where your opponent is. You're not. Let me tell you right now, you're not minding him by jumping like that with no speed. Like I said, you're not minding him. He realizes you're just jumping about. Okay, you know what? Before we watch that monstrosity, what the fuck? What is this part? Oh, okay. Okay, so let's watch this from his perspective, shall we? Okay, look where you are. Look at your. Okay, thank you, post. Look at your speed. You have no speed and you just jumped. You're gonna do it again. You have no speed and you jump. Just watch it one more time. Look at yourself. You always have to imagine how does it look from your opponent's perspective. That's the key to mind games. If you want to make it look like you're going to fake it, you have to think, what is it you're trying to sell? What is it you're trying to fake? Is it a shot? Good. Then take a good angle, because the way your car is angled right now, it's toward the wall, and that's never going to be a danger. Even if they are a low tier player, they'll understand if your momentum is towards here, that's a bigger danger than if your momentum is towards here. Also, if you're trying to sell him that you're shooting, you need to have boost, and you have to show him that you're going and you're getting speed just enough to shoot. Why would you do this? Again, it's the same thing as you were in the corner. If you make him think there's a shot coming, he'll pussy out. You can wait for it to bounce lower and then dribble it. But what you're doing is you're not even dodging into this 50-50, which I would really not recommend. You should really try to dodge into a 50, even if your opponent sucks at 50-50s like this one does. You win the 50-50, no idea how. I guess your opponent's just hits the ball into you. Oh, Jesus. Your opponent really does not know how to do 50-50s. You lucked out, like you said. I mean, you didn't luck out. You were winning the 50-50s because you're better at it than him. So you didn't luck out. You outskilled him. But if it was someone who knew how to do 50-50s, the only thing keeping you from losing this game probably would have been your cheekiness and your confidence, like as we can see from right here. This is, by the way, stupid. Let me tell you something about performance in game and performance in free play. If there's a move you want to do regularly in games, first you have to learn the theory behind the thing you're trying to do. Then you have to learn the practice of what you're trying to do. If we take, for example, bounce dribbling, or something more scalable, I guess. If you want to learn how to wave dash, okay, no, let's fuck me. Okay, if you want to learn how to carry the ball, all right. If you want to learn how to carry the ball successfully, you first want to go left and then right and then go into the goal. This is your point. At first you'll be shit at it, and at first you'll struggle to just keep the ball on your roof. At this point in training, you shouldn't try it in the match. Next up, when you finally figure out how to balance the ball on your roof, you should start trying to direct the ball. And at first you're going to be shit at it, and at this point you shouldn't try it in the match. And then when you finally learn how to move the ball and keep it on your car, make sure you can do it 10 times or more in a row successfully when you think when you think it's successful, when you think it's good enough. And then just then try to do it in a match. What you try to just do here, I doubt you can pull this off 10 times in a row in free play. I doubt you even tried it before. Possible, I'm not gonna say you haven't. Just my opinion, you don't look like someone who knows what the fuck you're doing with that touch. You're also having a very shit recovery. If you can pull those shots off, so if you can go into free play, do them 10 times in a row, I can tell you, go for it. In a real match, in a 1-1, don't be afraid, go for it. Make sure you have a backup plan, which you don't have. Your recovery was very poor. In situations where you're committing to the shot like this, your backup plan should be recovery. Because doing a fake in those kind of situations doesn't work, but I can explain that later if you do such a similar mistake. Okay, so he scores from this. I see from the timeline. I don't know how, because right now he does the same bullshit you do. He jumps, loses car control and ball control, and you're not attacking him. You are attacking him, but you should have. You have full boost. You should have angled your car so that you look. Okay, I think you have to practice this. In free play, especially your angles, because from your momentum right here, when you turn, your momentum will be here, and you will also adjust midair and you'll hit the ball there. This is a poor angle. I suggest you use ball cam and you line the ball up so that your momentum lines up the ball with the goal. So my momentum right now has to be the center of the screen. Similarly, something around the center of the, and from this point. But since it's bouncing down and we know this, you can approach the ball just from somewhere around here, wait for it to bounce and then shoot it. You can also approach it from this angle and then just dodge into that direction, but you should never, and especially when your opponent loses control like this, you should always take your time, line up the shot, and go for it. By take the time, I mean take the time to think about it, be rational about it, and then just execute very quickly. Because executing really quickly is a sign of confidence, and that scares your opponent as well as making you actually do the things you want to do, which actually makes you a viable player. A viable player? A decent player, I guess. Um, if I know that there's a goal coming, I can assure myself and you that you're gonna stick to the side. You're gonna stick close to the ball, close to the. Oh my bad. Close to the wall as well. Uh, in this situation, when the ball is on the side, no matter what, left or right, you want to be in the goal. Simple reason is the angles. Again, if you have this angle, you can hit the ball. If it's somewhere on here, you can dodge the ball and hit it even towards there. If you're here, however, your angle is literally negative, and the only way you can hit the ball is up or there. And if we notice your car color, there is not optimal. It's optimal for him. So what you should be doing is just doing a semi-wide rotation into the goal and having an angle on your opponent's touch. But you do this, which don't. You're just panicking at this point. Oh Jesus! He actually scores that, which I'm impressed, to be honest. That was you dodged to the left instead of diagonally. Again, you want to be in the goal. You're not doing poorly now, but again, you're trying the poor man's fake. Also, when you're dribbling like this, you want to be heading towards the goal so that you're a constant danger to your opponent. Right now, you're heading towards the wall, and that's not a danger at all for your opponent. This is why he has the balls to go for it. This time your position is a bit better, but you rotate too sharply, meaning you go into this corner like this instead of going as wide as you can like this, so that you really just you can get a better angle wherever he goes. Wall, sharp, close post, far post, wherever he goes. From this wide angle, you can take it all. And like you see from the example just showing me, you cannot if you're on the sharp angle. If you do a sharp rotation. Let's see what mistake you do this time on the kickoff. No speed. You're picking up boost, which is just makes you lose speed, because by the time you turn to get the boost, you lose your speed. So you don't want to make such big adjustments while moving, because like here then here, there's a very sharp movement. You just want to tap like the stick to move a bit left and then to move a bit right, just so you lose as little speed as you can. I don't know how you didn't score this. You kind of saved it yourself. I told you about the free play and okay, you should never be going for boost. He's going at your goal. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about in this situation? Why? You even turned off ball cam. Never do this again. If you do this again, just slap yourself. Jesus. You're so lucky he didn't hit that in. I mean, not lucky. He is shit. He is quite a bad opponent. And he gives you the ball. Very nice. Very, very nice. He's chasing you, which is nice as well. For you, I mean. You gave him the ball into the corner, which, like I said, you shouldn't be challenging. But the thing I forgot to mention is when I say don't challenge the ball in the corner, you did a good here because he had no speed and he was under sharp rotation like you are. So take a lesson from your own mistakes and punish your opponents for doing them, which you just did. But I'm pretty sure you didn't think about it in this way, like I just told you. So think about it. As soon as I saw the timeline, I knew you were gonna go for boost. Stop doing this. Look, he even punishes you this time for going for the boost, and let him have ball control. And the whole map. You're scoring from this. which just maybe he's going for a boost as well. No, he's very he if he literally attacked you just more often, he would he would learn how to do 50-50s, and he stop being scared of doing them. Like right here, if you're him, you should be challenging this instead of turning away. Also, I guess nice goal. I would not recommend doing this because if you save that, you're fucked. But like I said, backup plan recovery, and then you're good to go. He has no boost, and you use your boost finally to your advantage. I think you stole his boost, which was not worth it in that situation. Staying alive was a bigger danger. You're also quite you're too close to him. Okay, I realize you're shadowing him, but as soon as the ball bounces off his car like that, you should be thinking in your head, I need a bit more distance. And you should backflip into that. And also you should probably jump as late as possible. You kind of lost all your speed, which fucked you up. So if you didn't lose your speed there, you would have had the dunk. So I guess you're a bit panicky at that point. Again, you're losing a lot of speed, and it's a very poor dodge. But he's very bad at kickoffs, so your mistakes are being allowed, which I don't like personally. This is why I like people playing against players that are better. Not too much, just a bit better, just to punish those mistakes. What are you doing? I guess I told you everything about corners. Just don't take these fights. Even if you make a shot, he's too close for you to do anything. You're also turned into the wrong direction, and you also didn't backflip again into the 50-50, and your recovery is again very slow. Just back out of the corner fight. Kick off. This one is not too shabby. Oh my god. What am I watching? That was so stupid. I think he actually did a decent kickoff there. And he's keeping the pressure, but he won't go for this because he will. Nice. He didn't get the shot on goal, but he did go for it. So he's keeping pressure very nicely, which is good. You do a good challenge here. He'll fuck this up, of course. He could have just let it bounce off his car once. It's not a big deal. He backflipped. And then he lets it bounce. Yeah, he's tilted. He's definitely tilted. Not bad. The thing is, a little bit of detail here. Oops. If we go into 25% speed, the reason why this fails, even though you did it good, is you continue to boost throughout the whole touch of the ball. If you ever watched Jazer's air dribble tutorial, from there I learned something very valuable. If you stop boosting just before you hit the ball while it's bouncing, the touch will be so light. Even if you just stop boosting for like a millisecond before you touch the ball, the touch will be light. So right there, like we can see from here, you're still holding your boost. And optimally, you would have stopped boosting just before the touch, and then you would start boosting again just after the touch, and take this as someone who knows this from experience. You would have been able to score this if you did that light touch. That, like, the speed of the ball would just be slow enough for you to hit this in instead of just chase it. It's an amazing kind of thing. Little small detail. Well, you're checking for him. Well, that's nice. That's a smart move, wasting time like this. Oh dear. Oh dear. He kind of panicked in that 50-50. Anyways, um, I guess I'm gonna just show you what I mean when I said good fakes. Uh, like carrying the ball on your car is one way to fake. If you do flicks often in games, which I used to try out in one once, was very fun to just do what I call the cheap flick. Is you just tap it once and then you get it on your car, and which I'm not doing very well because I realized I haven't played Rocket League since 2 days ago. You put the ball on your car after one light touch of the bounce, so like this, and then you flick it. And I call this the cheap flick because I'm not really making much effort to carry the ball on my car. I'm not doing much effort to dribble it. I'm just touching the ball onto my roof and then flicking it. And when I did this in one once, it really pissed the opponents off because they'd always expect the flick, and I'd always flick. I'd never fake. So when I did finally fake after 5 flicks, uh, it can really do a mind game. So that's how you carry the ball. And I would suggest, like, when learning how to bounce dribble, I would suggest you learning the chip flick because it's better than I think. I think it's better than a shot, a bounce shot, if you can pull it off, of course. So that's that. Like I said, when you're doing a fake, you want the angle. So like this. My angle was towards the other post. So if there was a goalie, he would have been worried about that post. So fakes are all about angles and speed. If you don't tell them that you have enough speed to make a shot, and if you don't tell them that you have an actual angle to make the shot, uh, they're not going to buy it. That's the one thing I went over. The other thing is corner fights. Don't do those. I mentioned wave dash. I don't think you need to know it, but since you do like to do cool tricks you saw from streams apparently, uh, wave dashes are quite useful when getting off the wall. Then another thing I noticed, you like to play backwards, so don't be Mike Rules and then learn this poor man's half flip. So what I do is I backflip and then immediately I pull my stick into the other direction, and then I air roll to the side and get on the wheels. So just try this until you can do it 10 times in a row successfully, and then try it in matches because it's much better than doing this. It's still better than doing this as well, but not, yeah. Those two ways of turning are kind of old and obsolete. I don't know what else I went through. I think I covered it up all pretty much. If you have any questions, I can make a follow-up video. I do have too much time, so I guess I can do it. No problem. Any questions, anything you need, you can just ask. I'll post this video as soon as it's uploaded to YouTube, if not before. And yeah, that's pretty much all of it. So I hope this helps, and see ya in Discord.